All right, tan squared stays tan squared. Can do absolutely nothing with that. If we look at cot, 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta means it's quadrant number 4. It's negative in quadrant number 4. But because it's not 90, not 270, it doesn't change. So our answer is going to be cot theta. Divided by sec 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta means quadrant number 3. It's negative in quadrant number 3. And because we're working with 180, it's not changing. So we're going to stay with sec theta. Now, what they want from you is to simplify. How you simplify is your choice. Just a suggestion. If you do not know what to do, convert everything to sin and cos. So we're going to have here sin squared theta divided by cos squared theta. Multiply negative. This will be cos theta divided by sin theta. And it must be divided by negative 1 over cos theta. So what I'm seeing, one of the sins can cancel out, one of the cos can cancel out. So I have here negative sin theta over cos theta. Turn your division in a multiply. Multiply negative cos theta over 1. Negative, negative gives me a positive. These two cancel out, and my answer is sin theta. If I look at the question, tan theta, we leave it as it is. Then we look at cos 360 minus theta. So 360 minus theta, tell me it's quadrant number 4. Cos is positive in quadrant number 4. And because it's not 90, not 360, it's not changing. So we can write down cos theta. If I look at sec 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta means quadrant number 1. It's positive in quadrant number 1. But because it's a 90, it changes to cosec theta minus cos 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta means quadrant number 2, and that means it's negative in quadrant number 2. Because it's 180, it doesn't change, so I have here cos theta. Multiply sine 90 minus x. 90 minus x means quadrant number 1. It's positive in quadrant number 1, but because there's a 90, it's a reduction formula and it changes to cos theta. So if I look and I start simplifying, again, if you do not know what to do, change everything to sins and costs. Tan is sin theta over cos theta. Multiply basically cos theta over 1 divided by cosec, and cosec is 1 over sin theta. I'm just going to do that quickly. Then we're going to have a negative, and a negative is a positive, plus cos square theta, because cos theta multiply cos theta give me cos square. So if I look at this, ladies and gentlemen, these two is going to cancel out. So I'm going to have sin square sin theta multiply with sin theta. Turn your negative, or your division into a multiply, plus cos square theta. That gives me sin square theta plus cos square theta, and that is equal to 1. If I look at sin 180 minus x, 180 minus x tell me it's quadrant number 2. It's positive in quadrant number 2, and because it's 180, it's not changing. It stays sin x. If I look at my second one, tan 90 minus x, 90 minus x tell me it's quadrant number 1. It's positive in quadrant number 1, but because it's a co-ratio, it changes to cot x. My third one, sec 360 minus x, quadrant number 4. It's positive in quadrant number 4, and because it's 360, it stays sec x. Cos 180 plus x. 180 plus x give me quadrant number 2, and it's negative in quadrant number 2. So that will be cos x, but remember to put your square on the outside. Plus, we have the cos 90 minus x. That means it's quadrant number 1, and because it's a 90, it changes to sine. So I'm going to have sine x squared. So if I look at this on top, I'll have sine x over 1 multiply cot, that is cos x over sine x, multiply sec is 1 over cos x. And all of that must be divided by, that square makes the negative positive. So I'm going to have cos square x plus sine square x. If I start cancelling out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. So on top I have a 1. Cos square plus sine square is 1. Final answer is 1.